ladies and gentlemen. I am the man known as Bright, and I am not a monkey. So, welcome to week 1 of our lovely little web vlog, if that's what you want to call it, for the SCP. We're going to be taking a little look into what's been going on the past week, some of the new stuff, some of the new kids, anything I can really think of, really. To start with, we do have a number of new SCPs this week. Number 340 has shown up, a viral rebreather membrane. Number 26 is a school that has Elucidian architecture. Things that are there that aren't really meant to be there. Number 344 is a can opener that happens to bring to life whatever was in the can it opened. A little bizarre, not completely horrible. 242 is a deadly virus, was about all I could get from it. It's currently sitting at -4, and likely on the chopping block. Number 810, is a lock that takes itself apart and beats the opener. That's at -3, and the author himself has requested deletion. Stories were rather popular this week. Gears, our lovely site owner, brought in 3 lovely little creepypastas: The Vault, Swimmer, and Re-Entry. I'd tell you more, but you pretty much have to read them. Anyways, Yorick wrote the story His Clockwork Servants, which is a look into the Church of the Broken God. Photosynthetic wrote an interesting little piece called Presence. And Rice and Gears teamed up to write One Flew into the Cuckoo's Nest, which is about a baby, and is written by Rice and Gears, which is really all you need to know. Joshua Sampe had our last little tale. Fortunate Son, about a senator's son who happens to get involved with Marshall Carter and Dark. I'm sure you know how that goes. We've got a couple new kids this week. A lot of people who didn't make it, but a couple new kids. Thalal comes from Oregon and claims to not have any kind of exceptional features whatsoever. Plague Rat comes to us from North Carolina. He's a gamer, an anime manga fan. He also is a big-time ass-kisser, but I can't really hold that against him. Kilroy 8675309 comes to us from Oregon and is quite the Japanophile, according to himself. Ed Robot comes to us from New Jersey and gave me a completely random assortment of likes and dislikes. Really didn't do all that much for me, or, tell me that much about him. Calabast comes from North Carolina, and he's a computer guy. And Surmise did not give us our location, but tells us that he's a scientific person. Final new kid of the week, I'm sad to say, is Dr. Manhattan. Yes, that's really what he chose to call himself. Who comes to us from Alabama and seems to have it in for general nerdery. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh yes, the new break calendar came out, or at least some of the pages of it were displayed. Quite a lovely young lady. We had an anti-raid on X, posting a lot of interesting creepypasta and pictures, trying to make the X board back to what it once was. Gear says it went okay. I wasn't in on it, so I really don't know. Other news? Yeah, there's a lot of other news. Well, okay, maybe not a lot, but I ramble. I know. SCP-050 is currently in the possession of Noah Queen in the Great Prank War. However, a certain rumor has been going around that a young lady has her eye on it, so he might want to be watching himself. A reminder to all the new kids watching this little clip. Step 5. You need to do it. I have so many people who are like, oh, I've done everything. I filled out the application. I answered the questions. Why can't I get approved? Because you haven't applied to the freaking site. One thing that we prize here at the SCP is adherence to regulations and orders. So if you can't read, you're probably not going to be accepted. Sorry. I think that does just about cover everything. Oh, no, wait, there is one more thing that I have to cover. I've been calling this the SCP Video Log, which is kind of a mouthful. So, I'm looking for another name. If any of you think that you have a better name for this little vlog of ours, go for it. Let me know, and we'll do what we can. From there, that's it. This is Bright signing off. Here's looking at you, kid.